Wow, what do you know? It's time for the Pocket Knife Show. Hey, it's Mike on the mic again for another episode of the Pocket Knife Podcast. Unless my daughter does the Julia Roberts thing and becomes a runaway bride, she's getting married this weekend. I suspect she'll not strap on her track spikes or hop on a horse to make a grand escape. I think she likes this guy who will, in about 24 hours or so, be my second son-in-law. I like him too. He's a Jesus follower, which makes me really happy and more trusting of him. I believe he will treat his wife, my little girl, pretty well and put up with her weird idiosyncrasies as best he can. Godspeed, my friend. Since, at least for my clan, love is in the air, I decided to share with you a love song I wrote. This isn't a baby I love you and long for you and live for you ditty. It's more of a God is love, so here's what he's like song of worship. I have sung mushy, gushy love songs to my wife. I just called to say I love you. I just called to say how much I care. But I have not yet written one. I'd better get to work on that in case she expects it after this episode. As usual, I digress. The song I'm going to put out there for you today makes a familiar passage from 1 Corinthians. Can you guess the chapter number? And makes it about our Father in heaven. Yes, it's chapter 13, the love chapter. My vows to my wife, so many years ago at our wedding, were based on this passage. I hope I'm doing okay at fulfilling my promises to be patient and kind and not envious and all that toward her. It's only because of God in me that I've gotten it right on any sort of a regular basis. Enough with the build-up. Here's the song that defines love through a recitation of Paul's words and then attributes these words and characteristics to God in praise. Love is patient, love is kind, does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud, nor is it rude, it seeks not itself. Love is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. It doesn't delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always hangs on. Love never fails, love never fails, love never fails, it always hangs on. Love never fails, love never fails, love never fails, it always hangs on. So if you wonder about God's love and you want to know it's true, just remember what his word says. God is love, and so it's true that God is patient, God is kind. He does not envy, he does not boast. He is not proud, nor is he rude. He seeks not himself. God is not easily angered. He keeps no record of wrongs. He doesn't delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. God always protects, he always trusts, he always hopes, God always hangs on. God never fails, God never fails, God never fails, he always hangs on. Love never fails, love never fails, love never fails, it always hangs on. God always hangs on. God is patient, God is kind. Love is patient, love is kind. God is patient, God is kind. Love is patient, love is kind. God is patient, God is kind. I hope you were encouraged by the words you just heard. God is love, so he's all 1 Corinthians 13 says about love and more. Thank God he is all this and more. I would be in deep trouble if he wasn't love in the keeping no records of wrongs way. Hope you experience God and his love each and every day. Happy wedding day to my kid and her guy. May God grant you the grace and strength to love like he does for the rest of your lives together. Oh no, it's sad I know we've come to the end of the show. See you next time.